pretty simple program. I'm going to do a bit of a little show and tell here for you. Where I am right now, I have a bunch of pine trees that have various forms of mostly salt and wind damage. Some of them are in okay shape, but you can see everything that runs down the driveway, just sort of how thin everything is, and mainly that's due to the salt that runs down this driveway in the wintertime. You can kind of see how brittle and how rough these have it. Now, another thing that's going on with these particular spruce trees is they started to grow and then had some pretty harsh cold weather that knocked back that new growth. So it's still trying to break through some of this stuff. Others are just sort of in here suffering, kind of tightly packed together and everything else. And you'll see there's kind of a various different sizes. The biggest here up at the top is about 14-inch caliper at shoulder height. The rest are going to be somewhere in that between 6 and maybe biggest other ones, yeah, we'll say about 6 inches. Maybe there's one that goes to possibly 10. But what we're going to be putting out here is a solution rate of the 402, which I have in the tank of our truck here. 402 is the Greene County plant and ornamental mix. It's also called the Flora Green. It's a pretty common one that we use in most places. Now, the rate that this is actually going to be applied is at a 1/2 ounce per caliper inch. And right now the equipment is calibrated to 2 gallons a minute out of the flow at the spray I want. I'm running it at 200 psi on a 3/8 hose. So everything's pretty much going to be coming down to timing at that point. So in a 50-gallon tank, we're running 2.5 total gallons of concentrate, which is giving us roughly 6.4 ounces per minute is what we're getting out of there. So that's what we're going to run out of here, and then you can do the math against it. So our big tree, the one that's going to be 12 to 14 inch, that should be about 1 minute of spray. So we're going to do that real quick and just kind of get an idea of how we knock that out. Alright, so here's our tree, here's our gun. Pretty simple. You see the stream pattern I've got here? It's not quite a full stream, it's got a little bit of a mist on the end. So we're just going to time this guy out. I want to get a full minute, and I don't really